my dear friends, here we are in a new review and we are back to Baldur's Gate. I told you Shadowheart won't be the only one I wanted to make, and this time we are with Minthara. I enjoyed a lot, not only the costume, also the makeup, the wig, and well, all the props I had to make to the photo shoot. And well, but the jewel of the crown was indeed the costume. And this time we are making the review with the costume of SimCosplay. I told you many times I really love working with them. I really love how they care about details, how well they work with all the materials, how well they make all the details, and this time they are always perfect. And well, let's gonna see because this cosplay is a masterpiece. It has a lot of little details that make it perfect. Baldur's Gate had some designs that are very difficult because of those volumes and textures it has in all the pieces. And well, this time they make it very clear using seams, using volumes with foam, and mixing textures and some kinds of fabrics to get it. We are going to talk about it from down to up, starting with the shoes. The shoes are optional with the costume, but it worth every single piece. I want to show you one of the boots. It's made by layers, and as you can see, it's made with false leather. This is number 40, and you can see all the volumes are created not only with the false leather that are perfectly sealed and attached in many layers. You can see the main one, also the first one that goes up, and many one above of it also among them. They also made seams to create the textures, and everything is very clear. They also added some buttons here to create more volumes along the costume, and everything matched in a very uniform result. It's so clear, so nice, and matched perfectly with all the costume. Indeed, you have here the zipper, so you can have no problem to wear it. We're going up, and we find the trousers. The trousers are also made with false leather, but this time with elastic. It's so elastic, also very warm because of the inner fabric. But it has to look very, very tight to the body. So pick the number of the size that match with your. And as you can see, all the volumes are made with different layers of the same fabric, so you don't lose that elastic point. Also, you create new volumes. Here we have on seams, also on the back with little seams and different layers. And in the upper part, you can find an elastic for the waist. We are going up, 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 and again. And we find, oh, I forgot, one of the layers we find for the knees. This is the knee pad that it's also made with the same leather we find on the boots, and a lot of seams to make the textures. I really love how it looks like a leaf and doesn't add so many layers of fabric, so it keeps the movement very well. They also added some metallic thread inside to keep the form while you are wearing it. It's also made with elastic bands just to wear it and adapt it to the leg, but not falling all the time on the feet. Going up, we find the main piece of the chest that it's one piece made with a lot of different layers of false leather. Also, you can see all the seams to create the textures. This has golden thread, this has green thread, more right here with black thread. Everything is so clean, so perfect. Also, the edges are made with the same color of the fabric. Everything's so professional. Also, they added, for example, in along all the sleeves, we can find this detail made with ribbons, also with another texture for the edges. And the upper part, only this part, is made with the same elastic leather of the trousers. So we have the upper part with a invisible zipper on the back, also with velcro for the shoulder pads, and a lot of texture, or also metallic buttons on the down part, also the buckles here, and a lot of pieces, textures, colors, everything to make it just similar of the original design of the game. And the back part, everything is perfect and very, very, very on point. And well, we continue with the most upper part of it. Well, we have, remember, velcro on the shoulders, also on the back. Why? Because we also have the chest detail made in the same way with golden false leather, with the green one, made with everything, with the seams and everything to make the textures along all the piece. They added this detail on 3D printer, the bands for the shoulders, buckles, and some extra points for the both sides, but also velcro, because this is false, so you don't have to take any problem to wear it with velcro, because it makes the texture and the same form, but in the most easy way. And the back part also with the same detail we find, and the velcro to attach on the back. And for the last part, we find the extra pieces of armor, also made with the same fabrics, also made with the same colors and the same details, but keeping the form with many layers of the same material. As you can see, they also have a little of inner thread, metal thread, to keep the form, also attached with velcro. That goes very nice. And they added the buckle to attach the arm. So it's so comfortable. It keeps all the time the form, also give you all the movement you need. And they also added the same buttons we had on the boots. It's very, very nice. Indeed, you don't see any kind of thread or something out of the space. It happens the same with the arms. These are the sleeves, or the armor of the arms. So that is made in the same way, with the golden false leather, with the buttons, also with the green false leather, a zipper to attach, and also very easy to use. So comfortable and very useful. It's a costume that looks very complicated, but it's very nice to wear on a convention, because it's not as uncomfortable as it looks. Indeed, it gives a lot of movement. It's a little warm, especially if you're wearing it in spring or summer, is a little asphyxiated. But for autumn or winter, it goes very, very nice. And it's so nice to travel with it because it keeps the form very well with the inner thread inside, also because everything is made of fabric, so you don't have to have a lot of care to keep in a luggage. I really love it. You can see also the results of the shooting on my blogs, also on my media, and whatever you want to ask to the company about the fabrics, about the forms, about the size, you can make it whatever you want. They are so kind and will recommend you everything very, very fast. So check the SimCosplay page, also check all the gallery, and give it a chance because everything they make, it really works. And you can see the quality of everything is outstanding. So thanks again, and see you in the next review. Bye.